It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Target Center in downtown Minneapolis. Tonight, it'll be the Minnesota Timberwolves getting set to match up with the Toronto Raptors. opening tip won by the Timberwolves as we get rolling from target center. Short jumper won't fall. Gets it in the right corner. Great dish to set it.
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Lowry. He engulfed him that time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Lowry to Gasol. Pascal Siakam to Lowry. For three. Tough shot. Well defended. Wiggins. Won't go. To Lowry. Pascal Siakam. Oh, he had him there for a second. To Lowry. Deep right corner. Pascal Siakam. Lowry.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. And hits the first free throw. Hits the second. One more coming. And he hits all three free throws. Timberwolves have the basketball to Rozier. He's on the deck. Great sacrifice. Siakam has it against the former #1 pick. Lowry. Pascal Siakam to Lowry. From long range, it's Jang with the rebound. Goes to the right side. Wiggins. 5 to shoot for Minnesota. Down low for Jang. The pass set it all up.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
To Van Vliet. Pascal Siakam. Lowry. His first quarter struggles from deep continue. It's no good. Knocked loose. Raptors come away with it. Got it.
Just remember an old saying here. You're only as good as your last shot, and your last shot went in. So it's time to get going.
Across the timeline, it's Rozier. Down 3. To Wiggins. Fred Van Vliet. To Lowry. Well done, Kyle Lowry. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Lowry, Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Minnesota with the basketball. To Wiggins. Gets a look. Can't hit.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
Lowry picked up by Gorgie Jang. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Yeah, I've been in this situation before. Just raise your hand. We got to switch.
Now a timeout here for the Timberwolves as they'll looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Teague with the basketball. They find themselves down 10. Pascal Siakam able to recover with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
To Lowry. Gasol to Lowry. Going to launch beyond the arc. Message received. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Fred VanVleet to Lowry. Beyond the arc for three. And Kyle Lowry, muscle memory put to good use there.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
It's Minnesota basketball. Jeff Teague missed his first. That one goes.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Over to the right side. Lowry to VanVleet. 4-3. VanVleet denied. Have to like the defense. Taken by the Raptors. Pascal Siakam lets it fly from long range. That's good D. Shot no good.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Come on, show me something better than that, baby. It's game time.
OG Anunoby matched up with Wiggins. Screen coming. To VanVleet. Working it outside. 5 on the shot clock. Fires the three. Not that time. He missed it. To VanVleet. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Here's a chance from long range. His first quarter struggles from deep continue. It's no good. Kyle Lowry swats it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Fires the three. Well, an 0 for 4 start from 3, but he connects on his first of the game from downtown.
And psychologically, you need to stay in the game. Maybe drive and get the ball to the rim, but see the ball go in first.
Knocked loose. Raptors come away with it. Fred VanVleet to Gasol. Screen coming. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Teague with it up top. Down a bundle. Knocked loose. Lowry. To VanVleet. Baseline drive. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. To Wiggins. Missed a wide open look. Lowry with it. His guys holding the big lead. Here comes the screen. Lowry picked up by Teague. Nothing going here on that drive. 5 to shoot for Toronto. Lowry. Oh, that's how it's done.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Short jumper stays out. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Finally something goes their way. I don't think I need to tell you, but this has been a disaster of a first quarter. They just need somebody to get hot, and then they need to come together as a team and get a few stops.
T-Wolves with the basketball. Jeff T. 2-4 now.
I don't know if a body on him would have prevented that bucket, but it at least would have let him know that you were there.
Lowry to Gasol. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Teague with the basketball. His guys down big. Covington. Off the assist.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Alec Burks to Gasol. Oh, had him going there for a second. Powell. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. T-Wolves at the controls going up the floor. Wesley Johnson pins it.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
Powell defended by Jeff T. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Has a chance? Yes. And the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get... ones.
Free throw's good to cap off the three-point play as they draw a tiny bit closer. Ball's controlled by the Raptors. To Stevenson. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Can't force those. Stevenson misses. Probing the defense. Covington to Rozier. For three. Powell with the rebound. Here comes the screen. Powell. They'll get it down to Johnson. To Lowry. Nothing going here on that drive. From long range. Norman Powell. He's going to get 3 shots here. He's perfect from the line so far. First one, count it. Knocks down the second free throw. And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. The Timberwolves have the basketball. He gets it.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Lowry into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Gasol. And a throwdown. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Rozier with it. Looking to make something happen. Kyle Lowry sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Stevenson to Lowry. Going to launch beyond the arc. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Rozier into the front court. He'll run the offense. Down low Bell. Jordan Bell with the dunk. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They looked lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
To Lowry. Beyond the arc for three. Well defended, but Norman Powell answers the call.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Here we go. Here we go.
Kyle Lowry sends it away. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Lowry. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. To Rozier. Knocked loose. Taken by the Raptors. 4-3. He made his first effort, but not that time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Lets it fly from long range. Tough shot for Norman Powell. No good. Not going down for him this time.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
That ends the first. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Lowry. To Stevenson. Oh, he had him there for a second. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended. To Covington. Knocked loose. Out of bounds. Last touch by Robert Covington. Lowry to Gasol. Stuffs it down with authority. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Minnesota at the controls. Rocking the rim.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
To Gasol. Cruises inside for two.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Give me stance. He's coming. Give me stance. Ball, 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 ball.
To Teague. Marc Gasol. Huge block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Oh, had him going there for a second. Pascal Siakam to Stevenson. Fires the three. Shakes free and hits.
Ed, when somebody's destroying you with the fundamentals of the game, we call that a clinic.
Timberwolves have the basketball. Marc Gasol snatching it out of the air.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Baseline drive. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Here's a chance from long range. Great defense, forcing the miss. To Teague. Here comes the screen. Teague. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Free throw up and good. It's a three-point play, but a rare spot as they continue to trail big. Gasol to Van Vliet. Fires the three. Textbook defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Rozier rocking the rim.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
Pascal Siakam to Van Vliet. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Short jumper off the mark. Pascal Siakam to Gasol. Now a pass stolen by the Timberwolves. Raptors have the rebound. It's the Raptors with the basketball. Fred Van Vliet. For three. Offensive board to Van Vliet. Five seconds to shoot. From long range. Not that time. He misses. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Raptors come away with it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
To Van Vliet. Going to launch beyond the arc. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. To Rozier. Kyle Lowry with a piece. Foot was on the line. It's a turnover. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Oh, they call the foul.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
That's his first personal foul.
Wiggins.
Team foul number 2.
Knocked loose. Taken by the Raptors.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
Stevenson. To Lowry. Shot clock winding down. Gets a look. Can't hit.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Won't go down. OG Anunoby defended by the Canadian Wiggins. Pascal Siakam. From the outside, no good.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
And they call it.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Minnesota with the basketball. Marc Gasol rejects it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Andrew Wiggins, a couple of free throws on the way. A career 74% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Lowry to Stevenson. Lowry matched up with Wiggins. Beyond the arc for three. Teague with it up top. His guys down big. And a whistle.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
First try, no good. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Toronto with the basketball. Pascal Siakam to Gasol. Stevenson picked up by Gorgui Dieng. Gasol to Lowry. Nothing going here on that drive. 4-3. Missed it.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
And he's fouled. He's going to the line for two.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Andrew Wiggins. He's got two shots coming. Hasn't missed yet. Knocks down the first. And he makes them both. To Lowry. Pascal Siakam. To Lowry. Lets it fly from long range. Now that's a contest. Teague with the basketball. Down a bundle. Knocked loose. Raptors come away with it. Lowry to Gasol. Screen coming. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. And they call it.
Just a tic-tac foul.
First one goes down. 2 for 2 on that trip. Kyle Lowry with the rock. Pascal Siakam to Gasol. Taken by the Wolves. Trying to cash in. Wide open look. Won't go.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still you got to make that one.
Pascal Siakam to Lowry. Here's a chance from long range. No good. Knocked loose. Taken by the Raptors. Lowry picked up by Gorgui Dieng. Fires the 3. Can't go down. Smothering defense to Covington. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
Screen coming.
Screen coming.
Lowry. Offensive board. Pascal Siakam to Lowry. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Gets it in the right corner. Shot clock violation. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Now the Raptors going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Lowry. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
To Rozier. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
The okie doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
The ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. Not a good pass there. T-Wolves have it. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and it's Burks with the rebound. To Powell. Screen coming. Powell to Lowry. For 3.
To number 33. That's his second personal foul.
Norman Powell is going to get a chance at 3 here. He's perfect from the line so far. First free throw is good. Second and 3, got it. Knocks down all 3 at the line.
Subbing in for the Toronto Raptors, number 6.
Across the timeline, it's Rozier. He'll run the offense. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
Siakam matched up with Jang. It goes down.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Rozier with it. Under a minute to go before halftime. Marc Gasol with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Lowry. Marc Gasol tips it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
From long range, too easy. Defense has to communicate.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Driving right to the basket. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
And whether you're moving north or south or east or west, you got to be able to keep pace with the ball carrier and most importantly, stay in his chest. That's on the defender. It's way too early to be fatigued.
Five to shoot for Toronto. 17-footer at the buzzer. That's rebounded by Rozier. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
is Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The Raptors entered the locker room at halftime with a significant lead, and they've been showing off some excellent shooting, and it's ultimately points that win games. So if they can keep this up, there's a great chance they can finish with a victory. These are the guys getting buckets for the Toronto Raptors. The Timberwolves did a lot of things wrong in that opening half. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they've got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter. These are the guys getting buckets for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Game track. Defense.
The Toronto Raptors have been exhibiting some amazing defense in this matchup. Steals on the floor, blocks in the sky. They're dominating on defense all over the floor.
Player of the half.
Lowry is up in the air swatting shots. When he's not doing that, he's down on the floor making steals. Who wouldn't be impressed by a first half like that?
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going.
Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Toronto has the basketball. A drive through the paint, but his shot misses. Rozier into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Love the hustle. Sprawl down on the deck. That'll get out off the Raptors. Able to recover with the block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Going to launch beyond the arc. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
He was absolutely scoring at will. In the first half, but now that the defense has picked up, don't try to do too much. Less is more.
Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Surveys the floor. Pascal Siakam. Down to 5 on the 24. Beyond the arc for 3. Not that time.
People do not realize the brilliance of the coaching in this league. The small adjustments made defensively has made all the difference in the second half.
Fred VanVleet. Here comes the screen. 4-3. VanVleet denied. Have to like the defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To VanVleet. Gorgie Jang swats it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Oh, emphatic slam. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ballgame.
Count it, and the foul. He is going to the line for a free throw.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead.
I got ball. I got something for him. Don't let him do that.
To Wiggins. The drive, right to the...
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Wiggins, a shot, no. Another follows, still no good. Lowry, now a pass stolen by the Timberwolves.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Lowry to Van Vliet. From the painted area, won't go down. To Van Vliet. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
I don't really care that Fred VanVleet finished third in the voting for Sixth Man of the Year. You know what I care about? That he was a draft snub. That 3 seasons ago, he was undrafted and nobody wanted him. After that, he spent time on the Raptors D-League team to being a guy that sits on their bench to all of a sudden being one of the best players on their squad. That's a story, that's a narrative we need to focus on.
To Van Vliet. Count the bucket for 2.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Across the timeline, it's Rozier. Down a bundle. Oh, emphatic slam. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. To Wiggins. And they call the foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
A simple touch foul.
That's his 3rd personal foul. Team foul number 2.
Pascal Siakam pins it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
To Stevenson. Gasol. Lets it fly from long range. No good. That's great defense. Rozier with it. His guys down big. Kyle Lowry sends it away. And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. Oh, if you're a fan, you love the will and the want. Fires the 3. That one off the mark. It's no good. Rozier into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Wiggins. Pascal Siakam sends it away. T-Wolves recover. Wiggins. It's rebounded by Gasol.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
OG Anunoby against Andrew Wiggins. And the basket good at the rim.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Rozier. Shot from the lane won't go. To Lowry. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Got it. And the reward, he's going to the line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Terry Rozier at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. Nope. First one. Second one goes. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Toronto with the basketball. Nothing going here on that drive. And the finish at the rim.
The defense needs to be in more of a stance and react better. A player with that kind of NBA talent level will get to the rim every time with moves like that.
That is great vision to set it up. Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Misfires. It's no good.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Robert Covington. Huge block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Catch up, baby. Oh, yeah, it's me and you. Me and you.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Right down Broadway for the 2. Defender has to pick him up.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Fred VanVleet to Stevenson. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive. But when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Robert Covington with the strong finish. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
To VanVleet. Here's a chance from long range. He was all over him.
He had such a great first half, but obvious adjustments were made defensively to shut him down, and now he's really starting to struggle.
And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Wiggins.
Stepping in for the Minnesota Timberwolves, number 22.
He throws it down.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Fires the 3, won't go down. Alec Burks. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not easy.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Marc Gasol snatching it out of the air.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Almost, and he's not getting the call. For 3, yes. Give the advantage to the shooter.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check. And they call it. Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
First one, count it. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Toronto has the basketball. To Alec Burks. Sizing up the defense. OG Anunoby has it against the former #1 pick. Gets a look. Can't hit.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
To Gasol. Alec Burks. From long range. Offensive rebound. Teague with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? To Alec Burks. And the nice finish at the rim.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
It's Minnesota basketball. Wesley Johnson with a piece.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Gasol. Gets it in the right corner. Gasol. Short jumper stays out. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
You never really want to foul a shooter, but if you do, ensure they're going to have a tough time converting. That's good knowledge of personnel.
And he connects on the first free throw. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. That'll get out off the Raptors. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Teague trying to finish, but he can't get it to go. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To Powell. Deep left corner. Powell. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Can't connect. Bell to Wiggins.
I got ball.
Down low for Len. Can't connect from inside. Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Going to launch beyond the arc. Not done yet. Beyond the arc for 3. That's how you defend. Has a look. Wide open look, won't go. Tough looking shot there. Still gets it to go down. Late heave to beat the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. The Raptors enjoying a sizable lead. The Wolves with the basketballs. We start the fourth quarter. They're looking up at a big margin. And that, Jay, shouldn't come as a surprise to many.
Well, for them to have a chance to win, I'm glad they brought their A game in their backpacks here to the arena, but that's not enough. They need their A-plus game, and they need to execute down the stretch. You need to throw everything in the bag at them in order to win this game.
Goes to the left side. Pascal Siakam to Powell. Pascal Siakam To Stevenson. 4-3. Good luck telling Lance Stevenson there's a bad shot. It's the tough one.
And that's what this game is. As the game plays, you have to adjust on the fly. That delivers the element of surprise.
Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. Has a chance. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Knocked loose. Raptors come away with it.
Don't play scared now. Let's push the ball. Let's get this lead up.
Lets it fly from long range. Can't connect. It's no good. To Powell. Fires the three. Another chance. T-Wolves with the basketball. T to Covington. Taken by the Raptors.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
And counted at the rim.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
To Stevenson. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Here's a chance from long range. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To T. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. To Powell. He wants it at the rim and scores.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
T, and knocks it down.
Woo! That pass speaks for itself. There's nothing more to say about that one. Wow.
A lot of contact. Shots no good, and no foul. Napier with the basketball. Down a bundle. You've got to get that one to go. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Count the basket at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Pascal Siakam to Alec Burks. He had him there for a second. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
One of the best in the biz right there. Maybe the best.
Now whistle as Minnesota's going to take the timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. New blood coming in for both sides.
Subbing in for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Wesley Johnson rejects it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Fires the three. Man, that was a tough shot.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Across the timeline, it's Rozier. His guys down big. trying to cash in and hits off a killer step back.
Ooh, is there a medic in the house? You need to get those ankles retaped ASAP.
Pascal Siakam to Van Vliet. Gets it in the left corner. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Screen coming. Free throw good. He's able to polish off the three-point play. Marc Gasol with the block.
Ooh, he blocked that with authority.
Siakam guarded by Jang. Doesn't have the end of putback slam.
Oof, really showing no mercy here. This one is out of hand, and the offense is still pouring it on.
Rozier with it. He'll run the offense. Pascal Siakam tips it.
Just incredible timing on that swap.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and the Timberwolves have the rebound. Slams it down.
Not always the first option, but his number was definitely called on that one.
Not that time. T-Wolves at the controls going up the floor. Knocked loose. Stays in bounds. Really good hustle. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Gorgie Jang, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 78% at the line. Can't connect on the first free throw. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second.
Number 2.
To Stevenson. Gasol. OG Anunoby against Andrew Wiggins. Slams it home on the putback.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Bell to Wiggins. No good. Here comes the screen.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
There's no stopping that. You either got to double or deny him the ball from the jump.
We got ball. That's me.
To Wiggins. Shot from the lane won't go. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throws good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. The Timberwolves have the basketball. Pascal Siakam able to recover with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
For 3, well defended. Big finish at the rim.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
The screen sets him up for two.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Knocked loose. Raptors come away with it. Fred VanVleet. And the rebound brought down by Jang. Minnesota at the controls. Finish that. Fred VanVleet to Stevenson. Oh, had him going there for a second. Stevenson. Nothing's going to stop him in pursuit of the basketball. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Josh Okogie has got 2 shots coming, shooting 75% so far tonight. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. To VanVleet. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Gorgie Jang swats it. That'll get out of bounds off one of the T-Wolves. Pascal Siakam to VanVleet. Oh, he had him there for a second. Terry Rozier pins it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
To VanVleet. Oh, had him going there for a second. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Rozier into the front court. Looking to make something happen. And the finish. Slam dunk.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
Slams it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Taken by the Raptors.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
Has a look. No good. To Gasol. Add 2 points to the board.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Timberwolves have the basketball and too much contact.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
First one goes down. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Try from the baseline, but it won't go down. Knocked loose. Rocking the rim. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, there's
their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Screen coming. Great defense there, forcing the pickup to Van Vliet. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
To Wiggins. Off the assist.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
To Van Vliet. Pascal Siakam. Tough shot, and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and then you can get it any way you want.
Now, opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Pascal Siakam to Van Vliet. Terry Rozier sends it away.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Raptors come away with it. Strong finish at the rim for Marc Gasol. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer, it's the Raptors with the victory as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Raptors were simply amazing in this contest. What really stood out for me is how many times they scored on second effort plays. It takes heart to keep up that kind of execution, and these guys were relentless. Check out the leading scores for the Toronto Raptors. The Timberwolves
Did not look good in this one, and neither did the score.
Losses like this become main discussion topics in the media. So hopefully this team is ready to answer the tough questions. It's not going to be fun. Check out the leading scores for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Game track. Second chance points. Player of the game.
When you see these highlights, it's easy to see how this guy earned the award. His impact on the game wasn't lost on anyone.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. We handpicked them for you. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's a look at what's coming up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.
We got London on the track.
Too much money, I need like 2 votes. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new hope. We don't pay attention to no loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool up. Amos dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool up. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk. And give back yours again. Back to back in them Ferraris, we stay horse playing. Run up on the center, gon' heck. Harvard student doing my taxes, I got friends. I